A very good evening to you and many thanks for joining us on the news at 7. I am Kelvin Samuel with details of the headlines and other stories. And please note, Akwa Ibom State government says it will continue to reposition the state civil service to align with global best practices and give the welfare of workers a priority. Governor Mo Eno said this while swearing in Mrs. Elsie Peters as the new head of state civil service. Clement Barakwi has the details.
I will discharge my duties. I will discharge my duties. To the best of my ability. To the best of my ability.
She is the 7th head of the civil service at Akwa Ibom State and the 4th woman to occupy this position. Given her experiences within and outside of the civil service, Governor Umoino hopes the new head of service will raise the bar of innovation in civil service, particularly in the area of training and retraining.
I have no doubt that you will lead a civil service where the key ingredients will be loyalty to the state and the governor, and the acute understanding of the ideals that shape our RISE agenda.
The new head of service, Mrs. Elsie Peters, promised it is a new dawn in the state civil service.
You heard what the governor said. He expects loyalty, he expects all our support, he expects us to interpret their RISE agenda. I tell you, there's not going to be room for laziness, there's not going to be room for laxity. We have to rise up and support the state government.
An indigene of Ikorokwandem in Eket local government area, Mrs. Elsie Peters began her career in the state civil service as an administration officer, junior cadet, appointed permanent secretary in 2024 and served as permanent secretary, Special Services Department, Office of the Governor, before her appointment as head of service. Clement Barakwi, NTA News.
Meanwhile, non-indigenous residents in Akwa Ibom State are applauding Governor Mo Eno for what they termed inclusive leadership. This is coming after the governor promised 800 million naira grant to be shared among all the non-indigenous groups residents in the state. The report. Since assumption of office as the governor of Akwa Ibom State, Governor Mo Eno has continued to initiate programs and projects aimed at making life better and improving upon the existing peace and unity both for indigenes and non-indigenes in Akwa Ibom State. One of such initiatives is the 800 million naira grant mapped out to help non-indigenous businessmen and women improve on their businesses to cushion the effects of the present economic realities. This gesture, according to the people, is an unimaginable show of love by the governor.
We really commend His Excellency for his benevolence, for his nationalistic way of governance. It's been applauded. And we are so happy about it.
And we thank him very much, and inshallah we'll try our best. We see how we, judiciously use that very money to at least make a difference in our life.
Umoino, in its kind gesture, is tribalized. He's a peace-loving governor. He believes in inclusivity in government. This money will assist the non-indigenous community in their different businesses.
Thank the governor. The governor should keep it up. God will bless the governor. It's something that everybody, all the governors in all the states should emulate.
They are assuring of their continuous support for a government they say care for all, irrespective of tribe, religion, or background.
They say who much is given, much also is expected. I think this government is one of the governments that have been so much, interested in the welfare and the well-being of non-indigenous in the state. This is a government that have appointed so many non-indigenous in its, governance.
For so doing, the most important thing is for us to give him our support 100%. And that I'm assuring you, the whole of the Arewa's People Assembly, we are going to vote him 100%.
Pastor Mono is trying his best and I wish him more strength, more love, and good health.
Go ahead and, improve the economy of the state by doing our own part, keep this peace that has been made, and make sure we sustain it. So
this 800 million naira grant is to be shared 200 million naira to the Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, and the South-South communities resident in Akwa Ibom State. And disbursement, according to the governor, will come as a New Year gift by January 2026. In Uyo, Kevin Sam. We'll pause here for a short commercial break. News continues shortly. Don't go away.
Mind-blowing innovation in hospitality. Tastefully furnished rooms and apartments, cozy restaurant with local and continental dishes, exquisite bar, standard laundry and car wash, free Wi-Fi and 24-hour spa and water supply. Feel the superior quality of hospitality and luxury as you unwind and relish the comfort of life, all at the Silver Luxury Hotel, managed by Joy Hymns Limited, Itiam Utep Street, Plot 100 Units L, with Housing Estate, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. For inquiries and reservations, please call 0806 840 1220 or 0701 661 7341. The Silver Luxury Hotel, oasis of comfort.
The solution to your building and construction works is Regan Stones, dealer in chippings, hardcore, iron rods, cement, sharp sand, and blocks of all kinds. At Regan Stones, integrity is our watchword. We are equipped to deliver to you regardless of the quantity you desire. We scale every product with our weighing bridge so you can be rest assured of the exact quantity of products you buy from us. Our dedicated and committed staff, coupled with efficient automated vibrating machine, guarantee our unfailing delivery always. We have top-notch customer care services to attend to you in minutes. Locate us at Regan Stones, Goswell Akpabio Crescent, Shelter Afraid, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. Our office line 0916-641-1972. Regan Stones, reliable and trusted. Regan Stones, quality beyond imagination.
Welcome back and many thanks for staying tuned. Now to the rest of the stories. The University of Uyo has promoted 566 members of staff in a professional cadre. 314 elevated to full professors and 252 as associate professors under the leadership of Vice Chancellor Professor Nyaudo Ndayeyo. Professor Ndayeyo made the revelation at the presentation of the scorecard of his administration. Etioneba has the details.
Professor Nyaudo Ndayeyo, who assumed leadership as the Vice Chancellor of the university in 2020, is highlighting key achievements of his 5-year tenure.
For procedural cadre, I have promoted 566 staff. A breakdown shows that for full professors, 340. For associate professors, 252. University of Uyo Faculty of Pharmacy was given full accreditation. And in addition, our quota moved to 150, but today we have 180. But by God's special grace, during this tenure, we are able to obtain for all the campuses. There's NUC hostel close by here that was abandoned for over 20 years. It was during this administration that hostel was brought back to life.
He also makes mention of securing certificates of occupancy for all campuses and introducing computer-based tests to ensure transparency and integrity in examinations. Professor Ndayeyo acknowledges the achievements of his predecessors and thanks management, staff, students, partners, and host communities for their dedication and teamwork.
When I came on board, we had 12 faculties. Today, with great pleasure and grateful heart to God, we have 19 faculties. For the first time, the administration is able to bring 3 faculties at a go. And within administration to this campus is only in this administration. And there are other emerging things. the solar, the CNG project, the fencing that has commenced, the stadium that's being developed. I thank God for the opportunity that we have to bring the entire university campuses back to life, which explains why we are happy running the session from that 2020-2021 to where we are today.
The outgoing Vice-Chancellor also made a case for more funding for universities, stating that funding should not be handled by government alone. As he rounds off his tenure at the end of November, many applaud his commitment to academic excellence and repositioning the university as a leading institution in Nigeria. Etienne Ibanga, NTN News.
Meanwhile, Cross River State Governor Basi Otu says plans are on ground to transform Tinapa Business and Leisure Resort into a vibrant hub of commerce, information and communication technology, spinning thousands of jobs while operating under a transparent and accountable management structure. The governor revealed this at the formal handover of the facility by the Asset Management Corporation to the state government. Justina Etin has details.
The Tinapa Business and Leisure Resorts, a once vibrant facility that contributed to boosting the state's economy and placing it on the global tourism map, had gone moribund for years. However, keeping with his promise to revitalize all failed government assets, Governor Basi Otu is signing an agreement with the Asset Management Corporation of Nigeria, AMCON, officially taking possession of the facility after fulfilling certain financial obligations. He describes the return of Tinapa as a significant milestone, marking a new dawn for the state's economy.
We are determined to ensure that Tinapa becomes not just a free zone, but a free zone of excellence, one that demonstrates what visionary governance, sustained commitment, and shared responsibility can achieve. To our investors and partners, we say Tinapa is open again. To our people, we say Tinapa is ours again. And to Nigeria, we say Tinapa will rise again as a symbol of renewed faith in our collective future.
Commissioner for Finance Michael Dere and other stakeholders affirm that the handover of the resorts marks the beginning of a revival of what many believed was lost forever.
We are considering options in forward integration in the agri sector, in manufacturing, in warehousing, in IT training. A lot of options that we are looking at. But of course, because Calabar is that place, is that tourist place where we want to come and live and be at rest, we'll still have a tourist hotel.
We tried to do a JV with private investors. We couldn't get many people to be interested, so I think working with the government was the best solution for us. And we basically went back and forth with the Cross River State government, and we are very happy that we were able to get a resolution.
The return of Tinapa is poised to restore pride to the state, ushering in a new era of prosperity. In Calabar, Justina Etam, NTA News.
We'll pause yet again for another commercial break. News returns shortly. Don't go away.
The Financial Services Regulation Coordinating Committee, FSRCC, in collaboration with the National Broadcasting Commission, NBC, wishes to draw the attention of the public to the worrisome increase in the activities of illegal financial operators, IFOs, which threaten public trust and the stability of the Nigerian financial system. The FSRCC and NBC hereby advises the general public to refrain from dealing with unlicensed financial operators who deceive individuals with unrealistically high investment returns. Make sure to verify the licensing status of such companies and schemes on this website. To report any suspicions of illicit financial activities, call CBN 0817-665-7060, SAC 0209-462-1168, 0916-772-3240. Let's work together to uphold the integrity of Nigeria's financial system. Announcer, FSRCC.
Water is life. Aqua Cardinali Water provides the highest quality drinking water. Aqua Cardinali water is owned by the Catholic Diocese of Uyo, produced and packaged by Cadisem Enterprises Nigeria. It is available in 19 liters dispenser jar, 60 cl sachet, 50 cl and 75 cl table water. Visit Aqua Cardinali water at number 34 Dominic Utuk Avenue, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. Drink Aqua Cardinali water, certified by NAFDAC and Standard Organization of Nigeria. Call 0903-288-2958. Aqua Cardinali water. Drink pure. Stay healthy.
Welcome back and thanks for staying tuned as we take the rest of the stories. Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly has passed a resolution mandating relevant ministries and agencies to embark on a comprehensive public sensitization campaign through radio, television, and town hall meetings to educate citizens on legal and developmental implications of encroaching on public property. The resolution followed a motion by a member representing Istinobolo, Ikorabasi State Constituency, Selina Okpatu, on the urgent need to stop the incessant erection of structures on government rights of way for the purpose of compensation. Sika Okon has the details.
Presenting the motion, member representing Istinobolo Ikorobasi State Constituency, Selina Okpatu, is concerned about increasing trend where individuals and groups deliberately encroach on government-acquired lands and project pathways. Mrs. Okpatu is drawing particular attention to areas along proposed routes for roads, drainage system, and other public infrastructure with intentions of demanding compensation when such projects commence.
3. Recommend that henceforth no compensation should be paid to any persons or group found to have erected structures on government-acquired lands after official accusation or demonstration notice have been issued, and that such offenders shall be made to bear the cost of demolition, removal, or restoration of the affected sites. In addition to fencing, appropriate legal sanction as provided by law.
The House, after extensive deliberations, resolved that henceforth no compensation should be paid to any individual or group found to have erected structures on government-acquired lands after official acquisition or demarcation notices have been issued. The Speaker of Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly, Udemoton, directed the Clerk of the House, Nsika Obong Orok, to communicate the resolution of the House to the Ministry of Lands and Water Resources for immediate action. Also at the plenary, member representing Kwarenin State Constituency, Uwem Umoita, presented a motion on the need to implement the national policy on early childhood education in Akwa Ibom State.
This House notes that education is the bedrock of national development and that early childhood education lays the foundation for lifelong learning, social integration, and intellectual development of the child. Aware that the federal government of Nigeria, through the National Policy on Education as revised, provides for the establishment and implementation of early childhood care, development and education programs as the first level of education designed for children aged 0 to 5 years.
Nsikak Okon, NTA News.
Moving forward, December is just a few days away, and for many, it is the month with expected dry weather conditions around South Nigeria, suitable for festivities. However, the rains seem not to be receding anytime soon, leaving expectations of the start of the dry season, which allows for outdoor to be hanging in the balance. Edidon Iba and this report tries to unravel effects of change in these weather patterns in Uyo and its environs.
In this part of the country, rainfall patterns start from March and climaxes in October, and in some cases, November serves as a transition period where the rains are expected to decrease. However, rather than reducing, the rains keep intensifying. This was to be expected, as earlier in the year, NIMET had predicted that the rainfall in the South-South region, with a particular mention of Akwa Ibom State, will likely be above normal, with the rains extending for up to December. Experts say while weather patterns can be influenced by multiple factors, including global climate trends, geography, and local weather systems, climate change plays a major role.
Where there is a change in the climate can lead to unusual rainfall being intensifying at very odd time. Like ordinarily, we had expected that the rainfall should have subsided by November, but we are still having much of rainfall.
Rising global patterns have been discovered to be responsible for unpredictable and extreme weather situations, including prolonged raining season. Experts also enumerate some effects of prolonged rains, especially on children, and what can be done.
The child will have cough, maybe a fever. There will be fast breathing, and in severe cases there is difficulty with breathing.
All we need to do is to safeguard against possible flooding and damages that may result as a result of increase in runoff, and on health basis. So we equally need to protect ourselves well to avoid catching cold, because we know that cold is associated with excessive rainfall, and which is hazardous to one's health. So we need to protect ourselves, wearing necessary thick clothes to conserve heat and make sure we don't expose our children to cold.
As for residents and business owners, while the rains have been a blessing all through the year, especially for farmers, the continuous heavy downpour is affecting their socio-economic lives.
Shocking things, because of the old history, I've not seen rain falling by November this serious like August or July, but this period things have changed. Best known to God.
It has really affected my business a lot because I'm into haulage of stones and sand and granite and all of that. But because of the rain, the government cannot really employ us. Even construction companies cannot really employ us.
It's not good for our business because our business is seasonal and it's dry season that we run our business. So the rain is not good for us.
Respite may be a long time coming, as current weather forecast for Uyo and by extension Akwa Ibom State predicts scattered thunderstorms, an indication that the rains will continue even though with decreasing intensity. In Uyo, Edidi Oniba, NTA News.
With that story, we wrap up the news for tonight. I remain Kelvin Samuel, wishing you yours all the best. Kang ini song ida ambo ya ikut member song ini ni oba mubere yumi. Min kara wisdom check-up. Ukara stere mi ata abo kiri suka kaiso kiri bo kimi kuangpo ka fanglu tumu kara. Ya sa aga kem na nam ke Fred Rimbo ndien yon ina ki senye ni banga tumu. Ka ba mem possible manamutum. Adoi tu mo no kana medio mi kini ka no ma LC Peters. Atufa dai wouldn't mutumu kara make a step.
I will discharge my duties
She is the 7th head of the civil service at Akwa Ibom State and the 4th woman to occupy this position. Given her experiences within and outside of the civil service, Governor Umoina hopes the new head of service will raise the bar of innovation in civil service, particularly in the area of training and retraining.
I have no doubt that you will lead a civil service where the key ingredients will be loyalty to the state and the governor, and the acute understanding of the ideal.
Misena wusirong amike stede koma dai wuru kara stede mi tu moino kada abera mosen kendutum okamukara kombong nyina nam idio kemi akene na dai wuru kara stede mi ngobu adino mo million naira iki taita ba ato rebene de me ketumbun isena wusirong amike stede adi ben nambu ba mo e kombo mi to kombo mi
Tonye ka tong utumate dai wuru karastere me kiswa 2023. Umoy no aka isori nang andutum abenne. Ufon anyong adependa hodu wembuno wo. Abene meme didiana kid. Asok mbun. Sito Akwa Ibom Stadium misene wo. Kirketu motori namami. Ado million naira iki ita no. Isene wo iban miden. Adiben dependa ambu bagam mo. Me adinyong ngwama mo kini nsong pome. Buno we taibo gami ado adi wuro taima enyo wong adi kai sod no karamo ayo iberedem enam ja idio keri dema million naira iki taitame itinang nom bununa hausa yoruba membun south sidongo Akwa Ibom State me million iki baiba ndien adai wuro karasteremi adi no mo akomi ke fyong January 2026 ate eno ufaiswa Wisdom Jacob
Kangin bon di trembo mubre yo mi ro tutun kan ka du va sen pon ri temaki ko frefen men bo mi tonyin tutiniero sere